Hey guys, what's up? It's Bias Sports here with another Bias Take. Today, our next victim is the Florida Gators. Oh man, are they in trouble. Things are not looking good in Gainesville. One, they still have Billy Napier as the coach. That's the biggest problem. And I truly believe that this could be the worst year in program history. And Florida had a bad couple years, but nothing like this. So let's get right into it. Week 1 versus Miami. They get to be at home, and that should help a little bit, but Miami has Cam Ward. I think he's a better quarterback. I think he actually will have a really good season. He's actually very talented, and I think he's much better than Graham Mertz. And coaching-wise, Mario Cristobal versus Billy Napier is kind of laughable. They're both pretty bad coaches, but I'll give Mario the slight advantage. He's had more success. And I believe that Florida's defense isn't that good. I think Miami will have a little bit better defense, a little more depth. They had less transfers, and they had some actually quality transfers, while the Gators lost a lot of good quality players to the portal, including their star running back, and they lost Purcell to the NFL. So I'm going to go close game, but Miami 28-24 over the Gators. The Gators start 0-1. All right, next we have Sanford. Sanford's a lower division school, and they're not that good. And I don't believe they have a chance against the Gators. I believe the Gators will definitely win this game, and they'll try to put some points up on them. So I'm going to go the final score 40-17. The Gators are now 1-1. All right, next week we have the Gators again at home, but against Texas A&M. So this will be the second game at the Swamp of the year against a pretty good Texas A&M team with a good quarterback, Wingman, I think that's how you say his name. He was a freshman last year. He had an impressive last few games. And then, Jimbo Fisher got fired. They have a new coach. Things are trending upwards. And I just don't think that the Gators have enough on defense to get it done, because that defense was just terrible and they didn't bring in any new good guys. And offensively, the Gators have a pedestrian offense with the pedestrian offensive line. And I see Texas A&M, who they're pretty good in the trenches. They have a pretty good defense. Usually they're just missing the quarterback, and I think they found that. I think that Texas A&M will surprise people this year, and I think they'll win this game easily. I'm going to go Texas A&M 28, Florida Gators 14. Next, we have the first away game, Mississippi State. So Mississippi State lost their quarterback, Will Howard, and, that was their star player. Mississippi State's always middle-of-the-pack SEC school, maybe a little bit better. I believe the difference in this game will truly come down to the Gators being on the road. They already lost some at home. I feel like their confidence is going to be down. Everybody's going to be, when is DJ Longway getting in? They're already calling for Grant Mertz's job, but I believe that Napier will stick with Mertz because that's who he brought in. That's his guy. And I believe that they will not be ready on the road. It's just a tough environment after some losses. I believe it'll be a very close game. I'm going to go 17-14. Mississippi State wins. After this loss, the Gators are now 1-3 on the season, and I believe at this point is when they fire Billy Napier. I believe he's fired. He's out before. Now they're going into an off week, and then they'll be playing UCF next. I believe that the guys will be very motivated for this game, and I believe that they will win this game at home against UCF. I do still think it will be a close game. UCF does have some talent. They're a Florida team. They got Florida speed, but I just don't think they're on the level of the Gators, talent-wise, depth-wise, physicality-wise. So I'm going to go 35-24, the Gators over UCF. They are now 2-4 on the season. 2-3. My bad. 2-3 on the season. All right, next game is Tennessee. At Tennessee, that's going to be a hard game, hard environment. This is a rivalry game for them. Tennessee always plays the Gators hard. Tennessee has a better quarterback. Tennessee's got a better coach. Tennessee's got a better team. The Gators are having a tough year already. I think they'll lose this game as well. And I'm going to go Tennessee 31 to the Gators 20. And now the Gators are 2-5 on the year. Next, we have Kentucky. Kentucky's actually doing better each year. They get better each year. So I just believe that they'll be better than Florida. And I believe that Kentucky's talent level is going to surprise some people. They always have a decent amount of talent, but they're definitely at a better state in their program. So I believe Kentucky gets it done. 28-21. All right. Next, we have Georgia. So if you're a Florida fan, you got to be honest with yourself. You're not winning this game. There's no way. Unless a miracle happens, I just don't see any way. I don't see this being a close game. I don't see this being a competitive game. I see this honestly maybe being a really embarrassing moment in Florida's history, because we see what Georgia did to FSU at the end of the year when they were kind of down bad after not getting into the playoffs. They made sure to put up a lot of points and make a statement, and they're going to try to make a statement this year because they want to get back into the college football playoffs. I'm going to go crazy high on this one. I'm going to go 49-10, the Georgia Bulldogs over the Florida Gators. Man, things only get worse for the Gators as they just lost to Georgia. Now they got to face Texas. What a tough schedule. I'm going to be honest, these last few weeks of the schedule are just so tough that I honestly feel bad for the Gators. But that doesn't mean it's going to change my prediction. We all know the Gators can't beat Texas. They don't have enough. Texas is a much better team, probably at every position, much better coach. I'm going to go Texas 41. I'm going to go to the Gators 17, another blowout loss. And Texas is going on probably to the college football playoffs. And Florida's looking like they're going on to the worst year in program history. All right, next week we got LSU. Man, this schedule's tough. Then you got to go play LSU at home after Georgia, after Texas. Wow. Brian Kelly's the better coach. Brian Kelly is not my favorite coach, but he's definitely better, and the team is better. He's always got a lot of talent, always got a lot of first-round guys. I believe that LSU takes Florida very serious. They're competing to try to get into the SEC championship, and they want to make a statement here. I believe they blow out the Gators. The Gators are sad at this point. They've had a tough season, and they're ready for the season to end. Guys eyeing the portal, guys eyeing the draft. I'm going to go 31-7 here. The Gators' offense is starting to fall off a cliff. I wouldn't be surprised if DJ Longway is already playing, but behind that offensive line, why would you risk him and not try to get some more talent for next year that he can play around a better line, have some more better receivers? Yeah. So for the next game, Ole Miss, I'm going to go Ole Miss easy. I think Ole Miss will be in the SEC championship game. I think Ole Miss is going to surprise a lot of people. It's Lane Kiffin's year, and Lane Kiffin's a much better coach. And just what can the Gators do at this point? You already lost all these games. You have 2 wins at this point. You're playing a top 5 team. And it's just, you can't ask for anything of them at this point. They're just ready for the season to end. The fans are ready for the season to end. And they just need to get it together. Ole Miss 41, the Gators 14. The offense struggles again, and the defense gives up big points. All right, so to the last week, their other rivalry game against Florida State, another tough top 5 opponent, and it's at Florida State in Tallahassee in that raucous crowd. This game's gonna get nasty too. I believe that Florida State will be in top 5 at this point, and they'll be looking to add some style points that they didn't add last year. So I believe that they'll win this game 38-7. They have a great defense. Could be left a little more desired at quarterback. The Gators at this point are just ready for the season to be over. This will officially be the worst season in program history, finishing 2-10. Billy Napier getting fired after week 4, and they just need a complete overhaul of the program. They need to go DJ as the future. So again, my final prediction is 2-10. Thanks for listening, guys. This is Bias Sports. I'm out.